out to them. Man, they are booking it. First time we're getting a passenger. I just called you my beautiful wife. She doesn't trust that that's what I said. What is going on, YouTube? My name is Carlos. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a little bit of a ride and running some errands, but I am also going to be testing out my 360 camera along with some settings in my DJI Action 5 camera that I'm working on right now. So we got to do a couple of errands. I got to go pick up some jewelry from the jewelry store, and then we're actually going to take our first passenger on the BMW S1000. I'm really excited. It's the first time I've taken a passenger in 4 years because I just got back into riding after 4 years of not riding and stuff like that. So now if you're new to the channel, welcome. We do motorcycle and car vlogs, just on experiencing life and everything. And if you are curious of my camera setup, at least with the DJI 360, I'm using the OSMO selfie stick and mounting points along with some zip ties in order to hold this entire 360 camera up on the selfie stick. And it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Fort Worth, Texas, so let's get on the road. God, you gotta love this bike, all the sounds that it makes. We are good to go. Let's get going. Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful day to go riding, that's for sure. And take this freaking awesome bike and get some miles on her, running some errands, because, you know, why not? I mean, when you have a bike like this, you gotta just take it wherever you can. Especially now, I've had this bike for about a month now, and just been enjoying the heck out of it everywhere I can and making all these different videos. I gotta get on the highway real quick in order to be able to head over to the jewelry store. It's not anything fancy. It's K Jewelers. I gotta pick up the wife's ring. Her ring basically lost a couple of stones from the band and everything, so we just gotta go and pick it up because they replaced some of those stones that fell out. So God, listen to that freaking bike, man. It just sounds so good. I'm not even pushing it or anything. That Toyota Supra right there. Let's see if we can catch up to it real quick. I've always been a big fan of the Supras, even though, I mean, I'm a Corvette guy. If you've seen the channel a little bit, I've always been a fan of the Supras. I mean, check this out. I mean, this is beautiful, beautiful. I didn't look like too enthusiastic that I was like looking at him though. So sometimes you get people that are just like they just want to leave you alone and they just want to drive. He had his window down, so he was definitely enjoying the weather. Ooh, there's a couple of motorcycles over there, and they're going the same direction I'm going. Let's see if we can catch up to them. Construction, man. Dang it, I didn't realize. I thought this was an extra lane. Oops. Sorry about that. off the highway actually, so I'm not going to be able to catch up to them in time. We'll skip this exit and try to catch up to them real quick. I got time. I think we will be able to catch up to them. Like an old Gixxer of some kind. That was pretty cool. Alright, now I gotta get back to where I was going because I would definitely just went way out of my way now. Oh, there's another biker. Yep. 1,000. It's a beautiful day to ride. Yeah, it's so nice. 04. Or I mean 24. I just got it a month ago. Yeah. Yeah, no, it works. This is what it's about, just like running into people and just going riding. You're not even knowing where they're going or where I'm going. Well, I know where I'm going, but you don't know where they're going. We just end up just catching up to people and just going riding. That's what it's definitely all about. It doesn't matter what you ride, it just matter the fact that you're riding. yeah, the only fortunate thing is because I went this way, all the traffic, all the main traffic is that way. Or the way I'm going now. That's kind of a little bit of a bummer because this is a lot of heavy traffic that I have to kind of bypass. And yeah, we're gonna see about taking Camp Bowie over. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a different route just because I don't want to try to get stuck in any of that traffic, really. But in reality, I think, screwed myself because I took this route and I forgot that this route doesn't exactly take me to where I need to go. At least not directly. I'll have to, and there's stoplights and all that kind of stuff. I really screwed myself in going this direction. This is why I need to, like, I'm terrible with directions and I need to get a lot better about what exits to take and everything, because doing stuff like this is not helping me, because now I am stuck in a different form of traffic that is stop and go because of all of these different stoplights. So it's about 85 degrees right now, so it's a little bit hot if you're not moving. But it was fun catching up to that one guy and getting on the power a little bit. And this is the total roundabout way of going and doing things. But I can at least park under this tree. All right, I can do this. I can deal with being under a tree, at least while we're waiting at the light. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Again, my name is Carlos. Yeah, like I had mentioned to before. Oh, this is Altamira right here. Okay. I'm like talking and then realizing I was about to pass that one road that I needed to not pass. So yeah, my backstory a little bit, if you haven't seen any of my videos and this is the first video that you've seen of me, basically I had stopped riding motorcycles for over 4 years. Like before that I was really big into motorcycles, rode for like 10-12 years. Oh, I could have stopped by the cycle here. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. And basically, you know, did everything from like group rides, going to the racetrack and stuff like that. And this is all, I'm in Texas currently, but this is all when I was in Florida. So the, you know, the race, like the bike scene over there is also really, really good. Community response. Huh. Is that like semi-police? I took 4 years like of a hiatus, basically. Ooh, the Ducati. Or no, is that Ducati? Yeah, that's a Ducati Corsa V4, V2. So I spent 4 years not riding motorcycles, and basically the reason for that was because of my weight. I actually used to be like super heavy, just under like 350 pounds or so, and just I couldn't ride comfortably, especially like sport bikes, because that's what I like riding. I didn't like riding you know, cruisers or whatnot. I tried to give them a chance of riding cruisers, but I couldn't enjoy them because I like enjoying the sport bike. And when you're that heavy, it just becomes very challenging to try to ride. And so I actually made it a mission for myself to be able to lose all the weight to get to the point where I could ride comfortably again. And so instead of being like 350 pounds, I'm like 210, 215 pounds. And so I'm able to enjoy riding again. That was my mission, was to basically get back into motorcycle riding, like in all aspects of it, like doing these kind of just regular running errands kinds of rides, doing group rides and stuff like that. And even doing track days. I want to get myself back into doing track days. And you can't do that when you're 350 pounds. I mean, you could, but you'd be doing like 2-3 laps and then you'd have to come in for a break. And I wanted to be able to like really enjoy all of that stuff again, because I missed it. It took 4 years of me like trying different things before I finally was able to like lose the weight. And my reward to myself was getting a motorcycle, and that not just any motorcycle, getting like pretty much my dream bike, this BMW S1000 here. that is wrapped in this beautiful, stunning orange. Shout out to Avery Dennison, the company that makes the vinyl wrap, because this color just looks so good, especially in the sunlight. Anywho, so it took me 4 years to lose the weight, and I ended up having to go the route. I tried different fad diets, I tried like a whole bunch of exercising, and ultimately I needed to do a lifestyle change. And what I did was I had gastric sleeve surgery, where they basically, if you never heard of gastric sleeve surgery, they basically reshape your stomach so it's the size of like a banana. So I don't have a banana to give you context, but you know, the size of a banana. So much smaller, so you eat less, and by eating a considerable amount less, you lose the weight. And you do that with a mix of like exercising and stuff like that, which I have. I've been exercising as well. Probably not as much as I should be. I probably should be exercising more and working on that as well. But yeah, getting like the gastric sleeve surgery, which is a complete lifestyle change because you can't eat like you used to, and there's certain foods that you run the risk that you can never eat again. I was lucky enough that I'm able to eat pretty much like anything, but just in a much smaller quantity. I kid you not, the size of my palm would be too much. It's like much less than that even. And I have to be careful about like how much water I drink or liquids I drink, because you know, there's only so much volume that my stomach can handle at one point. So it's a little bit of a lifestyle change, and it worked out though that I was able to get to the point where I lost all the weight, and now I'm back on this bike. Somehow I made it back. But in any case, that is my little bit of a backstory. I mean, a lot of my seasoned viewers, they've seen me in the C8 Corvette Z06 and the C8 Corvette before that I was doing a whole bunch of different vlogs and product reviews and stuff like that, which I still do from here, but this is just the love that I had for riding and stuff like that. I wanted to get back to this, for lack of better terms. It's like getting back to my roots of what got me into like cars, motorcycles, and just motorsports and all that kind of different stuff. Oh, you're making a U-turn. Okay. And yeah, just getting back into all of that stuff is what I very much wanted to do, and was able to do it. So we have made it to the jewelry store. Or we're about to make it to the jewelry store. See if you can find a place in the shade, maybe. Yeah, there's a place in the shade. And alright, let us go inside this K Jewelers real quick. Pick up this ring.
A few moments later.
I always like getting like jewelry back from either getting inspected or when it's getting repaired, even though like it's got a warranty on it, so whenever any kind of stones or something like that come off it, they just replace the stones. So my wife wears her ring all the time, so you know, she's just constantly banging into stuff, like not on purpose or whatnot, but you get what I'm saying. So, but I always like it when you get it back, it looks brand freaking new because they cleaned it and everything. Gotta reset up the 360 camera. 61%. Man, these batteries on these DJIs like just last forever, man. I was out and about doing crud, and it's still going on a single battery. Definitely impressed with that. I need to stand to lose a few more pounds. Believe it or not, this jacket is from like over 4 years ago, and just goes to show you that I had lost like a lot of weight, because this jacket was pretty small on me, and now it fits again, which is kind of nice because I didn't have to get a new jacket. Although with it being 4 years old, I probably need to get a new jacket. I'm slowly getting like new gear. I gotta get like new shoes. Like these are my old race boots for riding. I need to get like actual street boots to ride around, because I just don't like riding in sneakers. Sneakers, I don't know, it just always feels a little too thin for my taste. I like having something that's got a little bit of girth or thickness to it. Girth. I'm so weird. So, alrighty. Oh, I didn't take out my freaking... No, I had my keys in my other pocket. Okay, because that was smart. and didn't put it in the big pocket where all my other crud is, and then I would have to dig through that while wearing gloves. Alright, let us get going to the house, and then we can go pick up our passenger and get some dinner. And no cars, sweet. Oh, that was a bit of a bump though. Alright, don't you go, truck. I'm still going over here. Okay. Now I just gotta deal with traffic getting home. At least with me taking the highway, there's some curves that are pretty good. Ooh. Whoa, buddy. Just kind of went in there, merged yourself in there, whether you wanted it or not. Never mind, there's not as much traffic as I thought there was going to be. Watch, those are my famous last words. And then there's a ton of traffic somehow. Just gotta make it across. Get in front of this car here. So I'm looking forward to a little bit of an extra gear that I'm going to be trying on the DJI. I got some ND filters to get a little bit more cinematic shots and stuff like that, where you get the motion blur on the sides and everything. And I got to play with the settings and stuff like that, but at least it's home right now. So I was gonna put it on the action camera before we head over to dinner with the wife on the back. So it'll be a chance to sit and test out the new video and see how good it is. Oh my god, there's the traffic. I spoke too freaking soon. Mind you, it's 4:45. The traffic should not be this bad, at least in this particular spot. Which means that somebody got into an accident earlier. Ah, jeez. This is gonna take a while to go through. Man, I wish Texas had splitting lanes. This would be opportune times to be able to kind of split lanes and not be stuck as much in this traffic. But unfortunately, being in Texas, that is not one of the actual cases, so can't really split lanes, at least legally. Well, I don't mind doing shenanigans every once in a while. I'm not going to be one that's doing shenanigans all the time. That Winnebago is set up pretty cool, though. It's got like ladders and everything, and like an extra tire. That's pretty cool. It's set up for an adventure. I think that's the same community response person as before. Oh yeah. I wonder what the community response like before is. I'll have to put it up on the screen just to see what that means. I'm gonna do a little roundabout. Yeah, it's on. Hopefully there's nobody trying to take the on ramp and off ramp. At least after this off ramp. Might get lucky. We'll see. Take a little bit of the curves. Ah man, just as I thought I was gonna be in the clear, I'm not. Thought I was gonna be able to get away with freaking going around the corner like quick. But no. I have a nice Camaro right behind me though. Alright. God, I love doing these kind of corners. I miss it so much. It's one of the best freaking feelings ever to do this stuff. It's a little bumpy though, but still so much enjoyment out of doing this stuff. gotta be careful getting onto this on-ramp. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I got a cramp in my leg though. I gotta work on my leg freaking muscles so I stop getting freaking cramps. And this is the part where I'm actually getting off the highways. Thankfully, do not have to deal with any more of this highway traffic currently, which is very fortunate. That freaking Prius is dragging freaking bottom plates. Yeah, it's like completely scraping on the ground, that Prius. And that's like a new Prius too. You gotta be hearing that's like freaking scraping on the ground, that freaking bottom panel. Probably won't get caught that well on the camera, but yeah, that whole entire bottom panel underneath there is just completely coming off. As long as it doesn't come off in front of me. This is a brand new freaking Prius. Well, I mean, reasonably brand new at least. Whoa, dude, you just like went total... You just went totally into the middle lane, like when you were really not supposed to, and that other car had to check up because of it. But yeah, actually, hopefully you can get it caught on the camera, but you can see that whole bottom panel right there on that Prius is just freaking, like, completely off. I'd get that checked out if I were you. You have to notice that that's making noises and such. Alrighty, so we are about to pull up into the house, so I'm gonna get a drink of water, get the wife all set up, and then we will go and get ready to go have dinner because it is almost dinner time.
A few moments later.
Thank God that they what?
At least think that girls need pockets on their jackets.
Of course, girls need pockets in their pants. What? Blech. Girls need pockets in their jackets. Why was I gonna say pants? I have no idea. Do you need help with the helmet?
Well, I want to figure out how to do it myself. I don't want to be an idiot all the time.
Well, that's fair, but at least the first time I can show you how to do it the first time, unless you're a strong, independent woman and don't need no man, which I respect that too. You haven't decided yet. Okay, you need help. So, okay. So, first it goes through like that, through both, and then when it comes back around, it goes through the other way. Just the one. Like so. Yeah, and then it comes back around and snaps into place. Tight helmet. Brand new helmet. You are smushed. But you will eventually like fit into it. Close the garage door. Alright, first time we're getting a passenger. Passenger is right there, my beautiful wife. I just called you beautiful. I did. I just called you my beautiful wife. She doesn't trust that that's what I said. So, okay. Ready? And... Oh, alright. You made it. You good? Okay, alright, we're ready to go. And on the bike. Slowly moving. It's funny, and like you feel the weight and like the weight difference and such. Just definitely don't want to stop. At least not initially, but I do miss having a passenger on the back of the seat and like on the back. This is nice. Hopefully she's able to enjoy it as much as I'm able to enjoy it. Yeah, everything just requires a little bit more time, a little bit more thinking about it and just not like expecting to go much faster and stuff like that. It's just, like I said, it's been 4 years since I've had a passenger on the back of the bike, so it's more of just making sure that I get comfortable with having someone on the back of the bike. Once you're moving, it's not too bad. It's just that initial like getting going and moving that's a little bit more of a challenge. So yeah, no, I have the ND filter on the action camera as well, so seeing how this all looks, if it's looking more cinematic and such, and looking like it'll get more shots with a little bit better motion blur, and so it doesn't look so action, so that it looks more cinematic and everything. So I don't know, what do you guys think? I'll have to look at the video after I get back home, because this is literally, the ND filters came in and I just plopped them on, changed some of the settings, and kind of went on my merry way. So definitely need to see how these came out, and hopefully it looks much better and I can go from there. I put the ND16, not the ND32, just because I wasn't sure how bright it was going to be. It didn't look as bright when I was in the house, so I was like, oh, let me go with the medium brightness. So I probably should have gone to ND32 instead of ND16, but I think this will work just fine. Yeah, this is also, like, if I haven't mentioned it before, this is also the first time my wife's been on the back of a motorcycle in like 4 years also, so she's probably feeling it a little bit too. I'm curious to see how she feels about all this once we get off the bike. Yeah, it's one of those, like, the moment you're actually like moving and such, it's not really bad. Like, you feel the weight obviously of having a passenger, but it's one of those, you just got to be a little bit slower, more methodical with all your different inputs and everything. And so for me, it's not too bad. And I'm being really, really gentle because, I mean, like I said, this is the first time my wife's been on the back of a motorcycle, so I definitely don't want to like overdo it. This guy does not know where he's going. Yeah, but the wife has like full gear. The only thing that she doesn't have is gloves. She doesn't. I can't remember if she doesn't like gloves or we just never got her gloves. We really do need to get her some gloves, just like some really thin gloves at least, just to have something, so that it's not just her bare hands. Because God forbid, like we were to go down or something like that. Yeah, her hands would get all sorts of messed up, and I wouldn't want that to be happening. Freaking driver, man, has no idea what she's doing. But yeah, no, we're on the highway going about 70 miles an hour, not bad. And then getting right off the highway. A little bit of highway action. Yeah, if you're a new rider and stuff like that, I would say that you need to have a little bit of experience first, just being comfortable on your own before having a passenger, because it's just, everything is a little bit, takes a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, I would say, in regards to like your inputs, your braking time, all that kind of stuff is going to take more time. And so it's just something that you'll get used to pretty quickly, and it'll be intuitive. But at the same time, you don't want to overstress, like trying to have a passenger like right from the get-go. I know the allure of having a passenger right like early would be like as soon as you get a bike and you're like still learning, maybe might be enticing, but you don't necessarily want to push it to be able to get a bike as soon as possible. But this is us at our restaurant, so we are going to go ahead and get off the bike and enjoy some good food, and then yeah, then head home. So yep. Very graceful.
Try not to hit the camera.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I figured that was more important than my ass.
Yes, the camera is more important than your life. I'm just kidding.
Than my ass on my life.
Oh yeah, well that too. So how was it?
I can definitely see why you needed to lose weight.
Yeah, it makes quite a bit of a difference.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, so we have finished having our dinner. It was pretty good. I ended up having a Wagyu burger, and the wife had a salad. So we are going to get on the road and head back to the house, maybe take a little bit of an extra little trip, maybe take the long route, or maybe take the long way. I don't know, I'll see how I feel when I get back on the bike. Yeah, the traffic looks like crap, and that's the way we gotta take, unfortunately. Unless we take the long way.
No,
Not take the long way? Okay, we're not taking the long way.
you mean the back way?
Yeah, the back way.
I mean, the roads are crap back there.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, you're kind of in control, so.
I'm in control. I'm in
Can't
control.
really do much.
You are just along for the ride. I am the captain now. Yes, I know, I'm a dork. This place called Dry Bar. Huh. Guess it's a... Wonder what that place is. It must be like a dry bar. I guess it like only has things like mocktails and stuff. That sounds pretty cool. More glare. I shouldn't be complaining about the glare. I actually have a polarized visor, so it's not too bad. Oh, that traffic looks terrible. This traffic is going to be awful. It's always awful at this little section right here. In any case, I think that is kind of wrapping up this video. So not too bad of a day. I mean, getting off of work, going and riding a little bit, found a couple of buddies to just go riding with. I mean, just impromptu buddies. Took my first passenger, the wife, on a nice little quick bike ride and got dinner. So not too bad a day. Pretty good day. So in any case, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other videos, and we will see you next time. So take care, guys.